Yeah, we were talking about that warm up earlier. I said, yes, get through one more cold night and a cold day tomorrow, but then the warm up will be underway. The sunshine certainly helped as well. We do have clear skies for many of you, although there are some locations where a few clouds are still sticking around. And I think that kind of off and on cloudiness is what we expect overnight and into tomorrow as well. Temperatures over the next several hours will be dropping. I think we'll drop into the single digits for almost all of you. Cold air is in place for much of the country. So before we can warm up, we either have to move this cold air out of here or we have to modify the air mass in some way. It does look like we'll get a good bit of sunshine, at least over the next maybe 2 days or so. There's a little bit of lake effect, but overall we're looking at a pretty dry air mass that's in place. So looking at the forecast for tomorrow, I'm expecting that the sunshine will assist to get our temperatures up to around 30 degrees for tomorrow. And I do think that that's where we'll be for tomorrow, around 30, give or take. We'll put maybe 28, 29 here for our forecast, but there's certainly going to be some locations that get warmer than that. And the new data that's been coming in has been trending a little bit warmer. So the trends of the forecast have been a little bit warmer than perhaps maybe our earlier forecast had been. 33 for your Saturday, and then there's the 40s, 42 for Sunday, and expecting some sunshine. Let's call it mostly sunny to partly cloudy for both days. I think both days are going to be about the same as far as how much sunshine you'll receive. What I've looked at in the long-range forecast has nothing major moving our way as far as big systems or big storms that move north or south of us. It's just a pretty quiet pattern. So partly cloudy for tonight, 5. That is still a very cold night. Sunny and cold for tomorrow. 28 degrees is below the average for where we should be by more than 10 degrees. Expecting the sunshine, though, that will certainly help. And a west wind kicking in. That'll help to keep things relatively dry. If we can get a bit of a south component to that, we will start to see things begin to really improve as far as temperatures. These next two graphics are my favorite of the entire forecast because we start out with our morning low temperature at 5. But each and every morning, it's going to be a little bit warmer than the one before that until we get to about Tuesday. And then look at this. We won't even go below freezing. We haven't been above freezing since I think Sunday. At least when we get to Tuesday, we won't go back down below freezing for several days. And the high temperatures, this is an even better graphic. 28 for Friday for our high temperature, but how about 50s? Not once, not twice, but 3 days, at least in this current forecast, where our temperatures are expected to make it to near, I'll call it near 50 degrees. Still some data that's suggesting we may not make it to 50 in all locations, but at least it's on the map. There are some shower chances in there on Tuesday, and it looks like our best chance is going to come towards the end of this forecast, but of course things can always change. Very quickly, let's talk traffic. Overall, nothing really major has been moving our way. Did want to mention that we had, of course, a lot of incidents this morning. Things have certainly improved. One thing I want to caution you here when we're talking about these roadways is that while most of the roadways are looking pretty good, anything that does melt because the salt has melted it, even though the temperatures haven't gotten above freezing, once the temperatures drop down to 5 degrees for tonight, any leftover moisture, and you can see some of that glistening on some of our traffic cams, some of that may refreeze as the salt becomes less and less effective at those lower temperatures. Keep that in mind for your morning commute tomorrow. We're not expecting anything additional, but we are expecting temperatures to be cold for your morning commute.